Greetings everybody, Okami Games Online. Welcome back to more Danganronpa 2. Last time, we learned this chapter's motive. There is absolutely... well, aside from the drawings, there is no food in here at all. So, the next murder has to happen before our stomach's given. And we also started exploring Great Palace, and we're gonna go over our findings. So we have to talk to Fuyuhiko, Gundam, and Nagito. We'll go left to right. So Fuyuhiko, what did your team find? I'm sure the others already know, but let me tell you just in case. The second floor of Great Palace also has guest rooms similar to the ones on the second floor of Strawberry House. But instead of being covered with strawberry patterns, they're covered with grape patterns.
Also,
like the guest rooms, there's a similar lounge here as well. There's also a phone in the lounge, too. However, instead of the grape button that was on the phone in Strawberry House's lounge, there's a strawberry button on the phone in Grape House's lounge.
now then.
Now, I'm just guessing at this point, but it's possible that we can use those two phones to communicate with each other.
For sure.
So the picture on the button shows where each phone connects to. The picture on the button shows where each phone connects to. That's probably it. So I guess that's our way of two-way communication. Now then, I shall present to you my discovery.
Let me tell you this.
I won't let you say such nonsense like I forgot. Monokuma said it himself before we arrived here. He said there are ship parts in the funhouse.
Hey!
Could it be? Kazuichi, and you lowly humans.
Kneel.
Fall to your knees and show your gratitude to me, the overlord of ice of the destroyed world of death. Feast your eyes on this. Great. Behold, a motor. It's a ship part. Based on its extremely small size, isn't that... that's just a radio-controlled toy. Allow me to tell you a little old story. I was born as a result of a union between a human and a demon, and my existence was shunned by both races. Perhaps it's because nobody has ever bought me a toy before, but I believe this is truly remarkable.
Shut up! Shut up!
I'm not asking about that. You mean the ship part you found was just some radio-controlled toy?
Loser!
You totally got tricked! I never said a single word about the ship being real. Stupid idiot moron! Typical Monokuma. Looks like we don't even have the strength to get upset. It might be better if we leave him alone for a while. So it was definitely a waste of time to believe Monokuma. If so, what he said about our student profiles might be a lie too. But our situation is getting so grim that I can't really focus on that right now. Thanks, Monokuma, although, who didn't see that coming? Show of hands.
Now then.
I don't see any hands up. Allow me to give you a brief report.
Someone like me?
Since I'm the one who made this discovery, it's just as important as I am.
No good at all.
Which means, it's not that important at all.
Hey, bastard!
Just hurry up and say it already. Well, it's about the third floor of Grape House.
See?
Do you remember what Monokuma said about a Monokuma archive on the third floor? I actually tried to go there.
Jeez.
Like the name suggests, it was an archive full of stuff about Monokuma. It reminded me of those celebrities who build their memorial house in their hometown. Then it looks like we don't ever need to go in there. Ever.
Actually,
Also, I found a lost child at the Monokuma archive. A lost child?
what?
Huh? Where'd she go?
Hey!
Hey, don't just hide. Come on out. It's you, huh? So you got trapped in here as well? So the lost child was you.
Right?
That's how people react, right? Well, I had a general idea of how you all would react. It's okay. I won't be depressed anymore. I'm used to being treated so poorly. How sad. It's so sad to get used to it. She seems a little tense. Did Monokuma bring you here as well, Monomi? Yes. I'm so ashamed of myself for getting carelessly tricked by him.
No!
I'm a failure as a teacher. I have no right to guide everyone.
Like,
Nobody here considers you a teacher to begin with. But I'm honestly happy that you're here. Huh? Hey, are you a complete stuffed animal? Is there any part of you left that's still rabbit meat?
No!
I'm expected to be food?
Hey.
That was the last report, right? Then is it okay if I go now? This is what you mentioned earlier, right? About the structure of the funhouse?
Let me ask.
The structure of the funhouse?
Well,
I've come to a conclusion. The grape tower that we're in currently, and the strawberry tower we were in earlier, I think they're actually the same building. The two towers are the same building, you say? I see. What makes you think that?
see?
Their positions.
Well,
Inside Strawberry House, Strawberry Hall is on your left when your back is facing the elevator, right? But inside Grape House, Grape Hall is on your right when your back is facing the elevator, right? And so, if we think about it and put those two together, the two towers are the same building, and each house connects to the center. That's the building structure that comes to mind. What? Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are the same building? But that might be a possibility. Come on, take a look at that door. Isn't that a strawberry image? Isn't that strawberry image the same one that's on the elevator and telephone? Then in the same way, wouldn't that image on the door also be showing where it leads to?
I see.
If that's the case, it would mean that Strawberry House is beyond that door with the strawberry image on it. As well as the opposite. The grape door that was at Strawberry Tower would lead to Grape House. Meaning, we opened the Grape Hall's door when we came in here.
so...
Meaning, depending on which door we use, this tower changes to either Strawberry Tower or Grape Tower.
Perhaps.
Which means, when you look at the other side of the Grape Hall door that we used to come in here,
Yep.
the grape picture should actually be on here.
Hey,
And all we gotta do is confirm it, right? If we can close that door from the other side, that might be impossible. Impossible? Why? Well, Hajime and Nekomaru were the first ones to enter the Grape Tower, right? What's wrong with that?
Well,
When you two entered Grape Tower from Grape Hall, didn't it take a little while for the door to open after you pressed the button? Huh?
see?
So, just as I assumed. How did you know? When I was walking around by myself, I went back to Strawberry House for a while. I felt like there was still something I missed when suddenly, the Strawberry Hall door automatically closed in front of me. door automatically close.
Yep.
And afterward, no matter how much I pressed the button, the Strawberry Hall door wouldn't open. But why?
Perhaps.
The doors to Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower must be designed so that only one can open at a time.
See?
I mean, if both doors open at the same time, we'd easily find out that both towers are the same building. If that happens, it wouldn't be a funhouse anymore, right? Then, the reason the Strawberry Hall door automatically closed in front of you...
So what I mean is...
Was it because we opened the Grape Hall door?
Yep.
When that happened, the Grape Hall door didn't open because it was waiting for Strawberry Hall's door to close. If you think about it like that, it makes sense, right?
Like,
You're saying all this hard stuff I don't get, but aren't you forgetting the most basic problem? The color of the walls in Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are different, you know? There's no way they're the same building.
You don't know?
You didn't notice? They're just lights on the floor being shined on the wall. By reflecting a colored light onto a white wall, it makes it look like the wall color has changed.
wait.
Then, what about the picture on the floor? Is that different too? Maybe the floor is just a screen, and the picture is being projected from beneath the floor. In fact, when you look at it closely, it's not a picture that was actually drawn on the floor.
I got it.
Oh, I see. Then it's safe to say they're the same building, right? But this is a very important problem. So isn't it better if we test it out? Test? For example, we should leave something behind here, and we'll all go to Strawberry Tower.
Right?
And if it's still there, we can conclude that they're the same building, right?
I see.
Want me to stay then?
Hold on!
No, that's impossible. There's a sensor preventing that. Huh? Sensors? Can you say you sensed it, Nekomaru?
Huh?
Don't you feel it? There are countless sensors plastered all over the tower's walls and floors. So yeah, you can sense it. Congratulations, you can sense sensors. Why can't you notice them?
Hey!
I'm more surprised that you actually noticed them.
Huh?
My guess is that sensor can probably detect any movement within the tower. And when it reacts, it prevents the door from opening. I knew there'd at least be something like that.
Hey,
By the way, how good is that sensor's performance? It's quite high performance. It seems that it can even detect your heartbeats and breathing patterns. Then, it'd be completely impossible for someone to stay behind.
Hey, hey!
What about Nekomaru? He's a heartless robot. I have a motor running inside me. It's as good as any human heart. But if you're in sleep mode, that function will come to a stop too, right?
Jeez!
Like you said, if I cease all functions with sleep mode, the sensor won't detect it, but...
Shashing!
Do you need to go that far to test it? I won't tolerate any robo-prejudice. Sorry, you're right. And once I enter sleep mode, I will not regain consciousness until the goodnight switch is pressed again, or if my chest alarm goes off. I'm a little concerned about being left alone in that state.
You insolent fool!
It is far too dangerous, even as an experiment. It is possible that we might violate the laws of robotics.
Hey, hey!
Then, why don't we just use this? My student handbook. I'll leave this handbook here, and we'll all move over to Strawberry Tower. And if, by chance, the handbook is still there, we can safely say that the two towers are the same, right? You're right. Let's try this. We left behind Chiaki's e-handbook earlier. You can see it right down there. Then we left Grape Tower and made our way to Strawberry Tower. Or it should be... No, it's over here. I know the layout of this place, I can assure you. I must say, this elevator is rather quiet. It's like the Toad's Wart. Oh, wait. Never mind.
Hey.
Toad's Wart? What's she talking about? It doesn't feel like we're moving extremely fast. It seems it's moving very slowly. If so, the two houses might be surprisingly close. If two towers are connected in the middle, the distance between them shouldn't be that much. Alright, to Strawberry Tower we go. Press the button next to the door, you should be able to enter Strawberry Tower.
Hey.
Press the button.
Stay back.
Wait, step aside, you fiends. What?
Emissary of evil, in accordance with our ancient contract, the time has come to lend me your aid. Go, my four dark devas of destruction!
Pierce through, Supernova Silver Fox, Sandy! Press the button? Truly, this is the Skyline Lamentation, art of the Demon Mouse. Soon, the door of destiny shall open.
Wow.
Amazing. Your hamsters are truly skilled.
So you have appeared.
I see. Your eyes managed to follow Sandy's movements, as expected of the Dark Lady. You have my praise.
Amazing.
Truly amazing. You must have a strong, trusting relationship with them.
Thank you.
Don't know what to say, Gundam?
Huh?
You didn't need to bother making your hamster press it. Just as I thought. It's taking a while to open. Considering what we discussed earlier, the sensor will confirm that nothing is moving inside the tower, then wait for the other door to close. That moment I heard a loud sound from the other side of the door.
My.
Ah, look over there. The moment we set foot inside Strawberry Tower, Sonia raised her voice. The E-handbook is still there. When I looked where she was pointing... Yep, the E-handbook. It's there. The handbook. So we can now confirm that the two towers are in fact the same building.
Yep.
There's no doubt. This is my student handbook.
Huh?
If the handbook Chiaki left in Grape Tower is here, then that means... it seems that we've confirmed it.
Yep.
Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are actually the same building. And depending on whether you enter from Strawberry Hall or Grape Hall, the tower becomes either Strawberry Tower or Grape Tower.
Huh?
Then, that door over there with the grape image on it.
I see.
It's not the exit, but appears it's connected to Grape House's Grape Hall.
This is troubling.
But it also means that we have no idea where the exit is.
Hey.
Well, I guess that can't be helped. There's no way we'd actually find the exit that easily. Well, anyway, I'm surprised. I can't believe you already uncovered a secret like this. As expected of Chiaki, you're truly amazing. Normally all you do is stare into space, but at times like this, you really pull through for us.
However,
Why was this building designed so strangely?
you're so evil.
There's probably no reason. It's simply because it's a funhouse. That's all the reason Monokuma needs. Who are you again? I'm Monami. Why did you forget about me? That reminds me. Whatever happened to the Monokuma announcement?
Huh?
What do you mean?
Shashing!
According to my internal clock, it's already past 10 p.m.
Oh my.
Huh? Is it that time already?
Damn it!
Despite that, why hasn't there been a Monokuma announcement?
Monokuma appears!
Allow me to answer! Every single day up until now, I've consistently let you know when it's morning and night on this island. And thanks to that, you've been able to live a normal life.
You guys.
Did you guys mistake me for some kind of pretty alarm clock?
Hello.
Well, it's totally true that I'm pretty, but... Hey, what are you trying to say? For the time being, the Monokuma announcements are on hiatus. You can't go outside, and there are no windows here, so it's not like it matters if it's morning or night. Also, I've been thinking of a little something to replace the Monokuma announcement.
I don't like this.
What's wrong with him? Well, if there's no announcements, we can just look at the clock. Both Strawberry House and Grape House have clocks in their first floor lounges. Even if I don't look at a clock, I have my internal clock, so it's no problem for me anyway. And it's already past 10 p.m., right? I'm starting to feel sleepy after hearing that. Since we don't have food, it might be better if we rest and conserve our energy.
Hey.
For now, let's just decide on room assignments. Room assignments? Each house has 5 guest rooms, so we should first decide who's going to stay in which house. Why don't we make things simple and split them between the boys and the girls?
Yes.
Let us do that.
Man.
That's a bummer, but... well, I guess it makes sense.
This, too, must be the will of causality.
Then ladies first.
Now then, let us begin!
Now then, kittens! Choose which house you would like. Let's just choose Grape House. Staring at a red room is just going to strain my eyes.
Oh.
Then the men shall have Strawberry House. Strawberry men are known for passion.
Hey.
Also, each house has guest rooms of varying quality, right?
Damn right.
Wasn't it 2 deluxe rooms, 1 standard room, and 2 crummy rooms?
For now.
And we need to decide those next, huh? But there are only 5 rooms in each house, right? And 1 guy will be left over. Then that means there's only one appropriate way to settle this. Appropriate way? Rock, paper, scissors, of course! Suddenly, the rock, paper, scissors battle between 6 guys had begun. And the results? Sorry I ended up winning so easily. That's right, I totally forgot that Nagito is the ultimate lucky student. Of course he'd win a game of rock, paper, scissors. So I take 2nd place. That's fine. I was getting bored of always being on top. I'm gonna quote someone else and say, is that a euphemism?
Huh?
It's decided! You 2 will get a deluxe room. Now then, regarding the 3rd winner... It's me! I will be resting in the standard room.
Damn right.
Me and Kazuichi are next.
Man.
So I get a crummy room, huh? Well, it's better than rooming with someone. That's unfortunate, Hajime. He can rest in the lounge, but try not to catch a cold.
Hey.
How about you Grape House girls? Did you all pick your rooms as well?
Yep.
Yeah, we did. We had a brief discussion and settled things smoothly. Sonya and I have the deluxe room, and apparently Akane wants one of the crummy rooms. Why'd you choose the crummy room? There's still a standard room left over.
It's not like that.
It's good enough for me. You guys might think it's pretty crappy, but it's a palace compared to my house. So there is a standard room and a crummy room left. Hajime, if you would like, please use one of them. Huh?
Hey, hey, hey!
You can't do that!
Oh my.
Why not?
Well...
I mean, it's dangerous. Hajime might be the traitor, you know. What are you saying?
Miss Sonia?
What am I... Huh? Huh? We haven't doubted Hajime at all.
Like...
Even I don't think he tried to trick us. It seems you're the only one who thought Hajime is suspicious.
Hey!
Really? Of all people, you're gonna say that? You're really gonna say that?
Right?
Hajime, you can use one of our leftover rooms. Thank you. I'll feel bad about using the standard room, so I'll stay in the crummy room. But even so, I really helps that I have a place to sleep.
Oh.
Now then, it's decided. We should turn in for today.
Aw, man.
You know, like, it doesn't make any sense. Poor Kazuichi. And so, all the guys except for me ended up staying the night on the second floor of Strawberry House. All the girls, plus my leftover self, stayed on the second floor of Grape House. Geez, just as I thought, I was forgotten. Well, I'm used to it after all. What are you laughing about? So this is the second floor of Grape House. Choosing Grape House was definitely a good decision. What do you mean? You see, Strawberry House is quadrilateral, but Grape House is hexagonal. That means this place is far more spacious. It is quite a good bargain. For a princess, you sure do think about petty stuff.
Sleepy.
So sleepy. The deluxe rooms are the 2 rooms at the far back, right? Is it okay if we go there already?
Yo!
2 rooms at the front are the crappy rooms, right? Hajime, you use the room next to the lounge.
Then...
So the standard room across from the lounge will remain unoccupied.
Easy as pie!
I shall prepare nameplates for our rooms later. I shall also include portraits of everyone's face. You don't really need to draw our faces, but the nameplates might be a good idea.
Good night.
Night, Chiaki. After reaching the limits of her sleepiness, Chiaki staggered over to her deluxe room.
Good day.
Now then, I shall retire for the evening as well. Good night, everyone. Good night. See y'all tomorrow. After exchanging good nights, everyone went to their guest rooms. I should get some sleep, too. I think I was assigned to the crummy room that's next to the lounge. Well, we've got our room assignments for our temporary stay in the funhouse. And we've learned that the tower is actually both Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower at the same time. It's the same building. Next time on Danganronpa 2, we're going to start living our new life in the funhouse. See you guys then.
Danganronpa.